How's it going, guys? It's AbsoASMR here again. I don't really say my name. This is weird. I'm wearing a hat too, so this is double weird. But I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope you guys are okay. This is just another basic ASMR video, bit of this, bit of that, but we'll do some tapping, have a little chat about, let's say, mental health, and live our lives. We'll just talk about nice things, even, but I just hope that everyone who's watching these videos realizes that I'm always here to help, and I may not be there physically, I may not be there to give you a hug or give you company in person, but whenever there is an issue and whenever you guys need help or need someone to listen or talk, and I say this in every video, if anyone out there needs someone to talk to, I am more than happy to hold on to that and help you carry that weight on your shoulders, even if it is just for a day or even an hour or anything, even 5 minutes of talking. Anything can help. And that's something I learned personally, is that when you finally find people who want to listen to you, and people think it's easy to find someone who wants to listen to you, but there's a difference between hearing someone and listening to them, and hearing someone just goes from here to here, but listening to someone means you've taken it in. Just the same way I believe that communication isn't useful and isn't helpful unless there is comprehension. There always needs to be comprehension, and that's really important that people understand comprehension. It's one of those really key, really important things that you always need to understand, and you need to start exercising more when listening to somebody, because you need to be able to actively listen and be able to take their words in properly, because sometimes it could be a shout or it could be a cry for help. Even the tone of someone's voice, even the words they use, even how little words they may use. Their words may mean one thing, their actions may mean something else, and that's comprehension, being able to understand and reading those little signs. And if you know your people, if you know the people important in your life, you understand when they're being a bit weird or when they're being a bit off, and it really does show. Really and truly it does show. And yeah, anyone that's close to me who goes through struggles or any troubles, but they try to hide it from me, it never works, because I know them and I know they struggle, even when they don't say it. And because I know firsthand what it's like to be struggling but act like everything's okay, you can't hide it from me. But why don't we read some quotes, make it a nice soothing video, read some lovely quotes, stuff about mental health, or just nice stuff. And I know a really nice account that I made a story of. Lovely music there, but let's turn the volume down. Let's read some of these beautiful quotes. We'll start with one that I really like, and I think I'm gonna put the text of the quotes in the thumbnail and in the video. But this is from a book called The Sky Grew Black with Clouds, and the quote is, patience. I am learning to be gentle, to be patient, to not light fires when I cannot see stars. And essentially what I grasp from that, I don't know how to really look deep into these quotes that much, but from what I've gathered, the patience is the fact that when you light the fire, the smoke covers up the sky, pollutes the sky, meaning your impatience can be a way of polluting your thoughts, polluting your preparedness or readiness to do something. You know, the smoke symbolizing blocking the stars, blocking what you're capable of if you just exercise being more patient in every aspect. And for me, from gathering that, for example, in a relationship, everybody's different, everybody has boundaries, and everybody has a different way of expressing themselves, and it takes some people longer than others to show their feelings. And that could be something in relation to patience. You know, if you want to see the stars, if you want to see someone's true colours, if you want to see someone express themselves and be more out of their shell, don't light a fire, don't rush. Just wait to see the stars. And I think that's what I've gathered from that quote. Maybe I might be wrong, but regardless, I think it's quite beautiful. And let's go on to some more quotes. I'm really liking this book. I might read this book. I've never taken up reading in my life, but it could be something nice. The next one. This book is, I don't know if this is the title of the book, but it's called Many Small Hungaries. Many Small Hungerings. I'll correct myself and I'll leave the title up there. And it goes, good memory. I'm at my best when buried in the mouth of a good memory. When my laughter blooms into a bouquet. When it's held in hands that have held me when I needed it most. Now this one. It's a good memory. So that is just trying to symbolize a good memory. And the feeling of what a good memory does to you. That sense of good nostalgia. You know, when you think about something in your past that really made you feel happy. And for example, I would say in my life, when I used to be a kid and play games and play Minecraft and have loads of online friends, there would never be a dull moment. Every day would be blissful. Every day would be so calm, so lovely, so beautiful. And yeah, I think that's my good memory, because as you become an adult, you don't get a lot of those days anymore, unfortunately. But we can still make those days happen. It just takes a bit of time. Another one from Many Small Hungerings. Counting away. What I mean when I say I miss being young is I don't remember what it's like to believe in infinity. All I know are endings, and I'm not sure which to welcome and which to mourn. The innocence is something we are always counting away from. This is quite a deep quote. It's almost like, I think it's trying to talk about counting away your days in terms of being alive. Maybe it's something that someone's holding on to wondering if the future's going to hold a fruitful turn of events or a not as fruitful turn of events. But it's always good to look on the bright side of things. Always try and be more positive. One thing that I've learned And one thing that I've been taught to do in my days recently is just say one little positive thing you did in your day. And for me, it could be even as little as, I actually had a coffee today and I felt good about that. You don't have to be super excited. You don't have to be pretentious. You just have to embrace the fact that something good happened, no matter how big or how small. And once you learn to appreciate the small things, I think life gets really good for that moment, you know? And yeah. Let's go do some more quotes. We have some time. I'm kind of enjoying this. Let's read from this angle. So another one from Many Small Hungerings, titled Currents. What is a memory but two currents? Pulling away from another, yes. I am here, but I am also every place. I have held someone that I love. So what does this one mean to me? What is a memory but two currents pulling away from one another? I guess it could be the turning of new times, the way it's phrased, you know? Saying two currents pulling away from one another, so almost like you're separating from things that you were holding on to. And I think this is about letting go, and how currents don't stay in one place. They move on. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but I think that's a nice one. I think it's just about telling yourself to be more mature about things and accept that you have to move on, just like a current would. And that's quite nice. Okay, this is one that's nice. It's a book by 𝗦𝗢𝗗𝗜𝗄𝗧. I'm actually reading this from his Instagram account. Lament 2 a.m. How do we grieve something we never had but longed for to the point of suffering? Now this is what would this mean? I think it's just the idea of, so grieving something we've never had, it's almost like it's things that you know, it's almost like asking you, how do you continue forward in life, knowing that certain things that you want you can't take or you can't have, I mean. But it's one of those ones where, like, you know, it's telling you the harsh reality of you have to accept your fate sometimes. And not everything that you want is going to happen. Not everything that you need is necessarily going to happen as well. You know? And it's just, I think it's about accepting. When you look at the bright side of those things, it's like you have to accept that hard truth of not everything is always going to stay the way it is or the way you want it. And it's about learning to move on, just like the other quote from Currents. It kind of ties in with that. Learning to move on, and learning to move on from even small things. It doesn't have to be breakups. It could even be in terms of relationships. It could be if you have an argument, you can learn to move on from that, you know? Because something we've never had, as he said, it could be you've never had a happy relationship 24/7, but then the reality of that is no relationship is going to be happy 24/7. Every relationship's going to have bumps, arguments, fights, issues. It's how you move on from those issues. Really depicts the way, you know, the relationship will go. And if you move on in a mature way, accepting things and understanding that things won't go the way you want it sometimes, that's better than constantly grieving about the issue. That's not the most positive quote, but it's one of the realer quotes Here's another quote. I don't know if it's by the same book. It has no book title, but the quote goes, "Joy. A pinpoint of light across a violent gorge." I don't think that really has a meaning. I think it's just a nice quote. But almost it's like the light at the end of the tunnel, if you see it that way. Another one by William Bortz. We'll do a couple more and then we'll call it for the video, but this is nice. I might do more of this. And the quote goes, title, Prayer, Sunrise. Today is ripe with many loves. I will cling to them tightly. It's pretty self-explanatory. Prayer and sunrise. Today is ripe. The sunrise is beautiful. Make the most out of that day. With many loves, and you will cling onto them tightly. So, it's a beautiful day. Make the most out of your day. It's pretty nice, isn't it? Another one from Many Small Hungerings. Back to a nice book. Optimism. I would like to think that there will be a day when I think less about endings and more about beginnings. That's a beautiful one. About optimism. And it's goes back to me explaining how it's good to even look at the small things, the small bright sides that happen during your day. And like I said before, try to list even a small positive in your day, you know? Yeah, as small as just making a coffee, as small as just feeling like you had the extra 30 minutes sleep and you feel a bit more refreshed. Even as small as we actually had a really nice snack today, you know? Anything. I'm saying a lot of food related stuff because I love food, but for me, my small positives that I take out of my day usually is I win a game of Valorant, I win a game of League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics. Most of the time it's me playing a game and winning, and that's my positive. That's what keeps me going. I take those things quite seriously sometimes. And even though I don't always win, I'm happy when I do. And I love when I learn, and I love when I improve. So it's really nice to try and stay optimistic no matter what. And one thing I've also been very proud of and very positive about is the fact that I'm uploading, and this is 3 uploads in a week. A new record for me in a long time. And my gym routine, another big one. Going to the gym. I haven't gone for a week, but I'm proud of the fact that I've been going for 6 days a week for the last 8 months. And we're going to end it on one last quote. Something nice. This is a beautiful one. I don't think it has any big meaning, but it seems nice. It just sounds nice. But it's by William Bortz, the book, and it goes, Bouquet. At golden hour, the sky is shedding lavender. I open my throat to catch such a brilliant departure. Oh, to leave a bouquet in your absence. What of love isn't this? It just sounds lovely, doesn't it? But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Let you guys think about what that one really means or what the deeper meaning is. I might do some more quote videos. I think these are beautiful, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this quote video, whispering video. A lot of people compliment my voice, and that's another big positive I enjoy hearing, because it's a beautiful compliment to hear. And, it's just me speaking, and those are the lovely compliments, when you're just doing what you're doing normally and people like it, then it really means something, You're not even trying hard for it. You didn't need to prove a point. You were just being you, and you were appreciated for that. And that's Beautiful, isn't it? But yeah, we're going to end the video here. I hope everyone enjoyed. And I really hope you guys are doing okay. Just like you guys as well out there. Nobody's perfect. I'm still surviving. I've still got a lot of battles that I have to face. But we'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah. Have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon. And I pray for a beautiful day for everyone watching this video. Thank you guys. Take care.